Welcome back to my channel. Today it's garlic planting day and I have two kittens to help me prepare the garlic. This is a mixture of both the Roja, which is the redder one, and the German Hardy, the white hard-neck garlic. So first step is to break the cloves apart and pull out any that are not good. I stored this in the coolest room in the house on the floor, and even so it's very dry here, so I'm seeing that some of the cloves are looking very dry and they're not going to work, but others within the same head of garlic are okay. I've prepared the planting area, turning it over the last couple of days. Earlier in the summer I added sulfur to it, and also pretty sure I put alfalfa mulch down on it. And what I'm going to do is into each of the planting holes I'm going to put a small amount of biochar, and I'm also going to put in a couple of these pellets that I saved some out from when I did the strawberry. We did the strawberry planter, but these are the wool pellets. So a few of these into each hole to assist with the garlic getting extra moisture in case it's dry this winter. It's New Mexico, it's dry. But these cloves are looking good. Anyway, today is a good day as far as anything to do with root vegetables. So it's the moment to do the garlic. I thought the kittens would be helping more. They're just they're playing with the little stalky things. Over here. A couple of these are sort of wanting to start sprouting, so that's a good sign too. I'm a little bit late this year planting it, and my thought was initially I was going to do it in October, and then watching the weather, it seemed like we were really in a dry spell and fairly warm. Finally, it looks like we're going to be dipping down into the 30s at night and possibly get a little bit of rain. But in the interim, I've saved up a couple of buckets of rainwater, so I'll be able to water these in with rainwater rather than our municipal hose supply, which unfortunately has got chlorine, and it's also really high mineralized content. If you saw my soil and water test video some months back. And I've not forgotten about the soil test video and getting the math together and sharing that with you all. So that's still on my to-do list here, especially if any of you all are planning on using the Logan Labs as your soil test company. let's save a couple of these out for cooking. And they've kept really well. As I said, there were a few that dried out, but overall the cloves are good. They've really kept well. I wish I could take these guys out while I'm planting, but they are into everything now, so I have to do one project and then come back in after this is done and take them outside for some outdoor playtime. In this other bag, my friend Marika sent me a few from her garden, and I hope y'all are still thinking about everybody that's there in Appalachia, and if you can, make donations to things that will be helping people. It's really going to be a long road forward. Part of the issue is, rebuilding and places that have to be accessed because the roads are completely gone before people can actually rebuild. There's the concern about folks who are somewhat isolated and how they will get either firewood or fuel to keep warm over the winter. And then, of course, there's all the economic implications of this. If you were planning a trip to Appalachia to look at the leaves, there are many places that are open and accessible, and people who live there are encouraging people to come see the leaves. And if you normally buy a Christmas tree from there somewhere in Appalachia, the tree farms that were not destroyed are welcoming people to come and encouraging people to come and get their Christmas tree there. And obviously tourism and things like evergreens, these are economic things that keep the whole community going. So if you're able to participate in any of that, I know it will be of a help. So okay, I think I'm ready. I'm going to save some of Marika's for cooking also. She sent me the German party white neck ones. So, all right, let's go outside and start planting garlic. I think y'all can see the biochar is a dark black, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of soil over top of that and then place the garlic cloves with a couple of the put some of the little wool pellets in there next to the garlic. You'll see, I'll show you in just a second. Last year I had mixed them, but I kind of made rows with just the Roja in one area and the German Hardy in another area. This year I'm just not doing that. I just want to get them planted and spaced out a little bit closer than I did last year. Let's see, this is gonna work out here. So it's a mix. Moisture support. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and make the next row with a hoe and keep going. Happy to say the soil actually still has some moisture from the last storm we got, which is great. Let's go around each one. And again, this is an experiment. I know how things went last year without the wool pellets, so guys, some moisture. Right, covered in. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just rake the pile of soil that's down the far end there over top of this, and then sprinkle on some of the sulfur granules, which will slowly break down and work into the soil every time it snows or rains or I water. So I think you can see the little granules of sulfur. That's what they look like. Alright, I need to get water and the straw. Few buckets of this I have to get, so I won't bore you with the watering part. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I got a light coating of Timothy straw on top of this just to slow down the evaporation. This is not the final mulch. The final mulch will be a mix of more of this Timothy with chopped up leaves once the leaves are available for me to collect and run the mower over. So I'll show you that in another video, but this looks good for the moment. Oh, and here are the beets. They're coming along nicely. All right, thanks for joining me in the garden today and with the kittens, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then.